Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll start my day and lecture also with a very saddening note. Why? Because 19 youths of Nepal have died because of the government decision to ban social media. This is not a small number, it's a huge number. The families who have lost their sons, they are in complete mental agony and shock. Now, with respect to the research that I have done since yesterday and the news that has been coming in, I understood three important areas that will make a country stable and can make a country unstable also. The first one that I found it is youth empowerment. In Nepal, youth empowerment is hardly seen. If you compare our country with Nepal, obviously we are a very, very big GDP, but just I'm talking about the concentration and the efforts that our government of India puts in order to empower the youth. With respect to manufacturing, we are having Mudra loans, non-collateral, Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program is also there. With regard to sports, we are having a dedicated sports policy. Our people are actually winning a lot of gold, bronze, all that medals in international platforms. Olympiad podium scheme is also being run. Right. Third important is Pradhan Mantri. Insurance is given to anybody who is 18 years of age. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Yojana, Bima Yojana, Atal Pension Yojana. So if you see our country, how they are actually focusing on the youth, this kind of youth empowerment is not there in the Nepal. Nepal is suffering from an unemployment. Nepal is suffering from credit facilities to be given to youth. Nepal is suffering with regard to giving due share and dignity to the youth. So youth disempowerment is rampant in Nepal. The second one is corruption. In our country, we have Lokayukta. In our country, we have Lokpal. In our country, recently, Mr. Amit Shah ji has also introduced the corrupt politicians will be also removed from their posts within 30 days if they are convicted for 30 days also. Even it comes to up to ministers also, CMs also. So Nepal, ED we are having. Nepal does not have that empowered agencies which can just take the collar of the corrupt politicians, ministers and put them behind the bar. As because these agencies are not empowered there, obviously the citizens will always feel non-transparent governance only. The citizens will always feel a pressurized, a stressed government that they are having with no accountability of corruption to them. The first one here is youth empowerment. Second here is rampant corruption. These two important areas are there. The third one here is a constitution which Nepal has been lacking. Our constitution, which was enforced in the year 1950, right after independence, 2 years after we have made our constitution, they were liberated also like decades ago, but they have changed their constitution for 17 times. Changing the constitution for 17 times, just imagine a point here that whatever the constitution government is getting in, people are not happy with it. People are not happy with it. That's why another constitution is being made. Their constitution I have read is very similar to our constitution. They also have right citizenship. They also have right territorial jurisdiction. They also have right fundamental rights, duties, same like us. But the problem here is how good you enforce the constitution. In our country, the constitution is related to the holy books of all our religions. We keep them above with regard to religion book. It means even from the Prime Minister, the peon, they talk about constitution mein aisa nahi hai, constitution mein aisa hai. You cannot do this. Means we are so empowered with the constitution that we are given by our forefathers. Okay, but they do not have such constitution. So when you don't have a codified constitution, when people don't follow it and try to infringe it again and again, so what kind of trust the Nepalis will have on their own government? So youth empowerment is completely lacking. Second one here is rampant corruption. Third one here is no constitution is there. Constitution is completely being changed. Fourth one here is a aspiring youth which wants to connect to the world. Is a very small country like Nepal. Obviously will derive a lot of benefits going out of the world rather than being in the country. And the only medium of impartial, unbiased, and that shows neutrality with regard to any kind of favoritism, pressure nepotism are the social media platforms. People drive their bread and butter with them. People you drive their status, fame, which is a part of that particular age, that particular mindset they derive from it. And if you go ahead and ban such social media channels and does not allow them to connect to the world, which has become every second part of their life, how that could be useful? So these are the important events that has led to protest with regard to Nepal. And the youth, the Gen Z, have come to the roads the moment the social media ban was there. They protested, and shoot and sight order was given on the children's here. Just imagine the sad state of affairs, and the PM comes and says that it is not because of Gen Z, but some people have infiltrated and they have the vested interest in here. That's the reason is all erupted. Sir, whatever it is, you cannot take the life of the own Nepalis in the context of saying that there is some infringement. Sir, we are having the same problem like in Kashmir or Manipur whatsoever, but we do not do that kind of firing on our own people. We'll try to solve it. And see, this is what we say in our justice system, right? 10 गुनेगार बरी हुए तो परवाह नहीं, but एक बेगुनाह को सजा नहीं मिलना. It means what, sir? It means very simple that how many people might have infiltrated, might have vested interest that have led to the protest. All is fine. Let them go if they want to. You can catch them later, but you cannot take the innocent life like that. That is what we are very much angered and we are very saddened about it. The reason of Nepal government with regard to social media ban, they said that they have given some important particulars, certain important sections, certain important rules that need to be followed by social media giants like Facebook, X, Twitter, Snapchat, whatsoever. They have given some list of do's to them. And they have fixed a deadline of September 5 to do the do's. But none of them has actually complied with it, it seems. So the ban was there after 3 days, right after the deadline. Now just imagine the point here that if you have just extended, or if you try to make the people aware and create a patriotism with regard to how these particular giants are actually dictating terms to the country itself, and take it on the Nepalese pride and try to convey to the people very good manner that these are not following our rules in our own land. If you have sent this message and propagated it for a long, then this protest wouldn't have happened, and the Nepalese youth has responded with pride and power to them. And it is very impossible that they cannot be away from the social media post also. Though the giants, the tech giants, the social media giants are pressurizing or not complying with what you're saying, there has to be a way out, that you have to find a solution. You have to find a win-win solution for them also, for you also, so that this a small policy making cannot lead to a nationwide protest in which youths are dying. Just a small. As a country, just beside you, we have seen enormous amount of this kind of happenings. Recently, Trump's tariff, recently Operation Sindhu, recently Maldives fiasco, recently Bangladesh fiasco. How patient and how with a lot of bravery we are dealing with each and everything. This outright cannot be a system of what? Disassociation of people with what is happening with the internal affairs or the external affairs of the nation. You cannot disassociate. They are a part of your internal matters. People are a part of your external matters. And if you think that you do whatever you want to do and the people will actually comply with it, does not work like that. You are a democratic country, as such you have given the constitution itself and propagate the same. But when you are a democratic country, then without taking the cognizance of the people's aspirations, people's bread and butter, people's and youth's dependency, 85% of the youth of Nepal is on Facebook. So if you ban such kind of social media, then where the citizens will completely de-alienate themselves with the policy making, and obviously they will rebel against you. That is what we have seen. Okay, I hope this is all clear to you. I'll come with more latest update what is there with regard to that. So make sure the 4 important things that I have listed with regard to any country's stability, and also please write in the comment section who among the political thinkers has actually propagated these important 4 areas that leads to stability and instability of the country too. We can see that Nepal Home Minister have resigned. PM is still there. We don't know that whether he will resign or not. The new PM will come or not. We are not aware of it, but we'll get to know all of that in a bit. I hope this is clear to you. Do join my PSIR classes, GS Paper 2, Polity, Governance, International Relations classes, and bundle of current affairs included in that. Test series and mentorship. Take care. Have a nice day. I'll see you in the next update.